So last video, we talked about what actually separates the adjusters who keep getting called from the ones who quietly disappear. It comes down to speed and accuracy in Xactimate under real pressure, not test conditions. Think about it this way. Xactimate is the bottleneck, the skills bottleneck that kills most adjusters' careers if they don't know how to get through that bottleneck. All right, so the next obvious question is, if that's what matters, how do you actually get good at Xactimate? The problem is that most Xactimate training out there is built to get you through the certification test, right? It's multiple choice, fill in the blank, memorize where the buttons are, pass it, done, okay? Nobody's actually teaching you how to move fast when you're standing in a stripped out kitchen with the homeowner watching you and a deadline breathing down your neck and money on the line, right? So if you're going to invest time into training, here's what you should actually be looking for. You want training built by somebody who's actually worked claims, not just somebody who knows the software, which there's a lot out there. You want training that goes past, here's how you pass the test, into here's how you actually think through a scope, get the line items right, and move without hesitating. And you want training that gives you a way to actually get your questions answered, not just a pile of videos you're supposed to figure out on your own. Whether that's live sessions, office hours, or direct access to the person who built the training, like me, that back and forth is what turns I watched it into I actually get it, okay? And look, the certification itself does still matter quite a bit. In fact, you need it to even get looked at. Firms and carriers aren't going to deploy somebody who can't prove that they know the software. But the certification is the entry ticket, not the finish line. It gets you in the room. What happens after is on you, and that's exactly the gap that trips people up. So the real question isn't, will this training get me certified? Plenty of things are going to get you certified. The question is, will it actually get you ready to survive that first deployment and build a career that lasts for years? And that's the bar that I hold every part of my trainings to. And instead of telling you how good I think it is, why not just let my students tell you themselves? So Phil K said, took both levels with Matt and passed in 3 days. JB said, passed level 1 and 2 in 1 week with Matt's training. Shane K said, finished level 1 with a 100%. On to level 2. Steve said, yesterday I passed my level 2 Xactimate certification on my first attempt. I didn't even need to take the level 1 test. Bill P said, Matt's program prepared me very well for Xactimate level 1 and 2 to where both user certification exams ended up being a non-event. Okay, that's not luck. That's what happens when you're actually taught the material instead of being left to figure it out on your own. And it doesn't stop at passing that test like we were talking about. Here's Cody, who responded from his first deployment in Iowa. The things that I've learned from you are helping out big time when writing estimates. My firm praised my skill set and wants to keep me around for cleanup. And that's the whole point, okay? It's not just passing, it's getting picked, it's doing good work, and it's getting asked to stick around and then come back, right? 20 years in the field, 8 years running AdjusterTV, 4 years as one of the about only 70 Xactimate certified trainers in the whole country. That's the bar I hold myself to when I build something for you. To enroll in our upcoming live certification prep taught by yours truly, plus bonuses on using Xactimate on an actual file, not just for a test, check it out at adjustertv.com/train. And if you want the same shot these people got, stick around. In the next video, I'll show you exactly what that looks like. And as always, thank you so much for watching and have a great storm.